This session is for neck and posture alignment, so we can get a nice C-shaped curve in our neck and nice posture through our spine. First exercise is in all fours position. Hands directly underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips, and that's your hip bones here. Okay, hand goes directly behind the head, but just gently on the head. Don't push yourself down. Rotate just your neck. So you're using all these neck muscles first, and then we're rotating up without moving anything, not shifting over, not sitting back, staying in that all fours position, and then holding here. And then coming back down. With the other arm straight, elbow comes to the forearm, and then back to neutral. Elbow comes up, rotate, look again, and looking up. Rest of the torso goes with. Nice deep nose breath, and then coming down, touching, and we'll do one more of those. Look first, just feeling the neck, and then add in the torso. No shifting, and then coming back down, back to neutral, and then back to all fours. And we'll do the other side. Hand nice and gentle on the back of the head. Look first, so I'm using my neck muscles, and then add in the torso. Notice if there's a difference between your right and left rotation. There might be more strength or more mobility through the spine on one side, and then coming back down, touching, the other arm is straight, coming back to neutral, look again, rotating up, big nose breath, holding, and then coming back down again, touching the other forearm with the straight arm, all fours. Last one, looking just to the neck to begin, and then rotate up through the torso. Deep breath in, and then coming back down, touching, back to neutral, and all fours. From here we're going to tuck the toes behind, and then sitting back on the toes. So go back as far or as little as you can. We're working that big toe joint here with upright posture, and then a neck stretch. So we're going to rotate, and then nose in alignment with the nipple, hand behind the back of the head, and then pull down. So you may or may not feel a stretch in the back to the side of the neck, and then upright with your torso and posture. Deep nose breaths here. One more deep breath in. Bring your attention to the neck, off the toes, and then coming back up. Rotating to the other side. Chin to chest, nose in line with the nipple, hand behind the back of the head. Pull down for another stretch. Nice deep nose breaths. One more deep breath in. Keep the posture upright. And coming back up, looking straight. Okay, we'll go for another one of those all fours positions. Hand directly in the back of the head. You might be able to rotate your head a lot further this time. Feel the neck muscles working, and then bring in the rest of the torso. You might be able to rotate the torso a little bit further, looking up at the ceiling or the sky. And then coming down, touching, neutral, neck first. Use those neck muscles, and then bring in the rest of the spine. Looking up to the ceiling or the sky really helps with the eyesight direct. More range of motion through the torso. Coming back down, touching, neutral again. Rotate just the neck and the rest of the body. Deep nose breaths. Last one, holding, and down, touching the other straight arm, neutral, and back to all fours. Okay, we got 3 on the other side to go. Hand gently on the back of the head, looking first, just noticing if you can go further, and rotating up. Stay with that breath. And rotating back down, touching with other straight arm, neutral. Look just with your head, and then add in the torso. Look up at the sky or ceiling, see how much further around you can go. Nice deep breaths. And then down, touching the other straight arm, neutral, last one. Looking just with the head and neck, and then add in the torso. Using all your posture muscles here. And then back down, touching, last one, and back to all fours. Good, sitting back on the toes again. If you can go back further onto the toes this time, so really sit your bum onto your heels. Upright posture. I'm going to do one more of those neck stretches. Rotate, chin to chest, hand to the back of the head, and pulling down. Back to the side. If it's tight, you'll feel it. If not, you're just going to get a good mobility for your spine. Nice deep breath in. Another deep breath. Breath out. And then unlock the head, coming up. Rotate to the other side. Chin to chest, hand to the back of the head. Pull down. Nice little rest here. Bring your attention to the neck, away from the toes. Another deep breath in. Letting go. And hand off the back of the head and looking back up again. Okay, I'm gonna go onto our backs this time. I'm gonna continue to work through the neck muscles. So you can either have your legs out straight, pillow under your knees, or you can bend them up like I'll do. It's just nice and comfortable for the back. Palms facing upward, just relax by your side. And we're gonna do a chin tuck. So I'll demonstrate first, a chin tuck, and then we're holding here with the mouth closed and nose breathing. The feeling is if I had my fingers up underneath the skull, so the suboccipital muscles back here, and I'm pulling your head up to begin with. So it's almost like I'm flattening the spine against the ground. Chin tucks, and then I lift up. Keep your mouth closed, and you'll feel all in these neck muscles here. Okay, so we'll come back down and we'll go for rep number 1 now. It's like I'm pulling the back of the skull up, flattening the spine, nose breathing and lifting up. Another way you can feel it is if I had my finger underneath your chin and you're trying to squish my finger here. We're just holding here. Shaking is normal. Nice deep nose breaths. One more deep nose breath. And come back down. Okay, we're going to do the same one, but we're going to go off to the side a little bit. But we're going to go in the straight line to begin with. So tucking, lifting, squishing the finger to begin with, closing the mouth and rotating to the right. So it's in that same position as the nose to the nipple as you were with that stretch before. And just hold. You're going to feel slightly different muscles activating here. Nice big nose breaths in and out. Rotate back so you're straight and then roll the neck back down. Just have a brief moment here just to rest. And we'll go up again, tucking the spine. Squish my finger underneath your chin. Nose breath, rotate to the other side. Nose in line with the nipple. Holding here. Nice deep nose breath. Don't slacken off, try to squish that finger, even if you put your finger underneath your chin. And one more deep breath in. Rotate back to the middle and coming down. Good, just rest there, nice deep breath in, belly and chest. We get really lazy with these neck muscles, especially when we're texting or we're at the computer all day long. So this is a really good exercise. Okay, we're going to go through one more of the 3 ways. So tucking, lifting up, holding here, hold for about 3 breaths. Don't slacken off, squish the finger, even if you put your finger underneath. Shaking is normal. Burning sensation underneath the chin is normal. And roll back down. Okay, next one to the rotation of either side. Chin tuck, rotate, holding here. 3 deep breaths. 2, and 1 more deep breath in. Squish your finger, last little bit. Rotate back and coming down. You might start to feel all underneath the jaw here. Okay, last one. Rotate to the last side. Deep breath in. 3 breaths here. Squish the finger. 2. And 1 more deep breath in. Letting go. Rotate back and down. What a relief. To finish off and to cement our good neck posture and our back work today, we're going to do 2 minutes of core work. We're going to start in a plank position. I'll start the timer here, so it's 2 minutes continuous. Elbows directly underneath the shoulders, toes tucked, nice and straight. Just holding here for a little warm up. Holding, and then coming up with your left hand directly underneath your shoulder, and the right holding, and then come down to your left elbow, and then right. Hold here. Right hand coming up, left hold. Got a slight curve in the lower back, no sagging. No lifting up, holding nice and tight through the torso. Right elbow comes down, other one to join. Knees down to the ground. I'm going to come into a side plank. So bending the knees, and they're going to be in line with the elbow here. Elbow underneath shoulder, knees in line with your hips. Bent knees like that, and then coming up, top hip goes forward a little bit. Feeling the oblique muscles on the side. When you got that position, holding the other variation of this when you get better at them. So if you're holding this one, stay in this position. If that's too easy, straighten the legs and then come up. Now if you're in that bent knee position, just coming down, hips down, coming into normal plank again. And knees down to the side. And last one, side plank on the opposite side. If you want to, you can go straight legs. Top hip goes forward slightly so you can feel the obliques on the side switch on. Then you know you're in this right position. And it goes just slightly over that 2 minutes. And hips down and all done.